Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this episode of the Vitamin C Podcast.
We're gonna do it again.
Shut that. Sorry, I was getting a little angry. Let's start again. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this episode of the Vitamin C Podcast. What episode are we on currently? Is it 15?
15, because I just posted
15.
14
All
today.
right. Today we have a special guest joining us for this episode.
Yes, we do.
And that special guest is you. You are our guest.
Yep.
So tell us, how was your day? Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah. Really? Well, I'll be damned. It's fucking crazy. Now, we're glad to have you guys on, but unfortunately, the jokes that we were making prior to starting this session cannot be repeated on this. Hey. Stop that. I hear... We may have to take these people off.
Look, we agreed in the contract for a live audience. This is the live audience. It may not be live, but they're live.
They're saying some things that aren't...
Well, look,
You know.
it was either we have the future, powers where we can see the future, or we get dissected by the government. So, come on, we kind of have to.
Yeah, you're right. All right, fine. So, without further ado, so it's been another week. It is currently April 23rd, 2021. It's been a standard week. Work and such. We haven't really been doing much as of late. We've just kind of been...
Yeah,
getting into
I've been
things.
staying quiet this whole time because Casey started this. He said, I got a bit.
That was the bit. That was it.
He's like,
That
I
was
got a
the-
bit.
Yeah, that was the bit.
And I was so curious because I'm like, I'll just.
The
let
bit
them-
was
I'll
that
let
the
them do it.
audience is our guest.
Okay.
today.
Okay. They're every.
Here, let's give them
Every-
a moment. Let's give them a moment. They can tell us more about their day. Okay, and with that, can you believe that shit? All right, so
Pompous bitch.
let's see. Where are we? We've recently gotten back into Sea of Thieves again. We've been playing that for a bit. It's currently on season 2 right now.
Hey guys, I'm editing this right now, and I just noticed right here, actually, where this clip is going, there is a moment where Casey starts to talk, and a good 3 or 4 seconds of his audio was just not put in. Like, the actual software we use to record didn't collect that data. So if that happens throughout the podcast, and I might miss something during the editing sequence, I apologize, and I'll definitely try to figure that one out.
Work on going into the pirate legend kind of class. We're trying to get Gold Hoarders, Order of Souls, Merchant Alliance, all that jazz up to level 50, which is going to be a hell of a grind. But tonight we're going to be setting sail.
Tonight we are grinding
Yes.
bones.
We also have a movie planned for tonight. Tonight is
Mortal Kombat. The release
Yes,
was
the release was today.
for us because we're on the East Coast. 3 a.m. I think 3:03 or something.
Okay, cool.
Wait.
I have HBO Max, so we will be watching the Mortal Kombat movie tonight, and I'm hoping that it's good.
Yeah, it looks. I've seen some parts on YouTube, like the scene with. I guess.
Stop watching scenes. Stop it.
No, not scenes, not released scenes. This was before they were trailer scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Part with Hanzo and
No. Scorpion.
no, it was Hanzo.
Well, we don't know if he's. Oh wait, you mean like back?
Yeah,
in,
like
the day
back
when he
his
was actually
origins.
Hanzo.
It had Hanzo and the I forget which one it is. It's not Bihan. What's his name? Bihan's brother.
Kuai Liang.
Yeah, it was Kuai Liang and Hanzo, and
But are you
Kuai
sure that's
Liang-
Kuai Liang? We don't know which Sub-Zero this is that we see in the movie.
I'm pretty
We
sure.
don't know if this is Bihan or Kuai Liang.
If they follow the story, that is like.
All right, who do you think it's going to be?
I'm
Which
gonna think-
Sub-Zero do you think it's going to be?
I'm hoping that they follow the story and it is going to be Kuai Liang kills the family, like in the thing.
But he doesn't.
Oh, that's right.
He doesn't. If you look at Mortal Kombat lore, Quan Chi is the one that takes care of all this shit and blames it on Lin Kuei and Sub-Zero.
Well, Quan Chi could have literally disguised himself as.
He either blames
Kuai
it or he
Liang.
like makes the Lin Kuei attack. I don't remember exactly what he does, but
think
he's responsible for it.
Well, whatever. It could be mind control. It could be anything. But I'm thinking that is Kuai Liang either under control or Dickhead McGee controlling Kuai Liang or fucking
Bihan.
no the sorcerer's name I can't.
Quan Chi.
Quan Chi. That's
Or-
either Quan Chi disguised, and he has
I don't
Lin
think.
Kuei.
I don't know if
quote-unquote.
Quan Chi's actually in this one. I think it's just like Shang Tsung and like Goro
It
and
could.
shit.
Well,
It's like Mortal Kombat 1 shit.
regardless, they might release more in the future.
But now here's the thing.
But if I'm hoping they follow the story where it's quote unquote Kuai Liang, then Bihan gets blamed, and then they go at it for years.
My thing is, there's one big thing that I have with this movie, and it's the fact that not only like they don't have Johnny Cage, which is like whatever I can do
Thank
with or
God.
I can do with or without him.
I didn't hate him.
No, but
I hated
here's
his new
the
powers.
problem. There's a whole new original character in the cast. There is a character in
that?
the cast. I don't remember his name, but like there's a MMA like fighter. I don't remember his name, but it's like this younger dude. But he's part of like the main cast. Just this like original character. He's not like in any Mortal Kombat games. He's just like a dude.
Let me look it up real quick.
But I don't know what they're gonna do with him exactly. I don't know who like he might be or like what they're gonna do. Is he gonna show up in like a game in the future? I don't know. But it's interesting to take an entirely new character and just kind of like throw it in there in a movie when that spot could be played by like any other member of like the original cast. Like I mean, you got originals there. You got like Sonya, Jax, Liu Kang, Raiden, blah blah blah. But you don't have like Johnny.
Yeah.
I mean, Kano's there.
Well, Kano's for Sonya essentially.
Well, yeah, Kano is like the big black dragon.
Cole Young,
dude.
Louis Tan.
Cole Young. Yes, Cole Young is
wouldn't
this
you
new
know
guy.
it? Cole Young, the protagonist.
Yeah, he's like the main focus. Cole Young is like this new dude who's like the focus of Mortal Kombat.
No. Why?
I mean, Liu Kang
Why?
is in this movie,
Liu Kang.
but apparently
It-
he is not the focus. It's Cole Young. Whoever Cole Young is, I have no idea. I hope they do good with him. At first, I thought he was like Takeda or something, because like he's just like this young kid. But like I don't know for a fact yet.
This is his origin. Great.
Yeah, this movie is essentially his origin story.
Oh God, I'm hoping it's not dog shit. Okay. Here's my concern, because I didn't know that prior. Here's my concern. They're literally going to do. God damn, my parents' TV is loud. But they're going to pull what they pull with the Godzilla movies, and instead of just going with what the source already has, which has been good, which has been amazing, they're gonna throw humans way too much into these movies, and now they're gonna throw people that weren't there, that don't need to be there, into this movie to taint the story. As
Well, that's
I'm
the
worried
whole
about.
thing. Like, if you look back to Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 10,
Yeah.
you look back to that game, we got characters out of fucking nowhere. We got Cassie Cage, we got Takeda, we got Jackie Briggs.
The difference is the pro tag has always been Liu Kang and Kung Lao. Usually are the two.
Well, it's Liu. Like
the two
Liu
main
Kang
characters.
is like
Liu Kang's the main
the
character. Kung Lao's
Kung
like
Lao's
the
like a-
secondary, and Raiden's a big one. But aside from the main cast, we've always gone that route, or the dynamic between Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and those have been the two main focuses of Mortal Kombat.
at its base level, Mortal
years.
Kombat is a story of Earthrealm's warriors, aka Liu Kang and like everybody else, fighting against everyone in Mortal Kombat to essentially keep their realm safe. That's like
Yeah.
at the base level.
That
That's
is
what
the
Mortal
base
Kombat
level.
is.
And it focuses on basically the poster boys of the entire franchise
Scorpion
are
and Sub-Zero.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero. They have, I would consider their their rivalry is so impactful.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
it's
gaming
great.
community, in the comics community, I would say it's so impactful that you could equivalent it to. What's a really? I'm actually struggling to find a better
Well,
rivalry.
here's the thing. Like, when you think of rivalries, like, Scorpion and Sub-Zero is, like, up there.
that's
They're
like
up there
one
with,
of the
like,
first.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Godzilla versus Kong.
Well, Godzilla versus Kong isn't even one. If you said Godzilla versus King Ghidorah,
Okay, so, like, Godzilla versus Ghidorah. You got, like, Batman v Joker kind of shit.
yeah,
You got, like,
yeah,
Spider-Man versus, like, Venom or Green Goblin. Like, one
Yeah.
of the more known.
depends on which version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, like Venom, Green Goblin, some or other.
Definitely
But, like,
Hulk
Scorpion and Sub-Zero's
Abomination,
rivalry
stuff
is, like...
is up there. He's
Stuck.
like one of the first ones. So I really want to see them focus on Hanzo and
Liang.
whichever. Well, no, whichever it is.
No,
Could be
true.
both. And I'm hoping they
B.
go
Liang?
B. Liang Hung,
No, it's quite...
Kwai Han,
Qui-Han.
Kwai Han, Kwai.
Qui-Han.
It's adorable.
But, like, when you
I love
really-
B Han's name. He's so cute.
when you really look at it,
Uh.
like when you look at Mortal Kombat, no one wants to look at the funny Shaolin martial artist. No one wants to look at him. People want to look at the fucking fire ninja, the ice ninja. Like, when people look at cool characters, they're like, the fucking
Oh, well,
ninjas are the best part.
Well, yeah, of course, but,
But, like-
also like when you think of Liu Kang, instantly you think of the dragon. You
Well,
think
yeah,
of
you
the
think
dragon.
of, like,
You think of two things.
Bruce Lee.
You think of Bruce Lee's fighting because
Mm-hmm.
they're both very like when they fight. When Liu Kang and Bruce Lee fight, they're both very they enunciate their attacks,
yeah, so
which you don't see a lot anymore. And also, I think of the bicycle kick first of all as his main thing.
That's like
just-
one of his. Yeah.
Like it just fucking oh, it's great. And then I think of the part where he gets like the flame dragon essentially.
Dude,
He
I
just
hope to
fucking
God
kills the
we
other
get
guy.
a Liu Kang bicycle kick in this movie. If we can get a Liu
If
Kang
I
bicycle
do not
kick
get
in
a
this,
bicycle kick in this movie, I will be disappointed. I saw that
Absolutely.
they had the dragon part.
yeah, like you see
They
the whole
had
dragon.
They
yeah, we
had
get
the
that.
dragon part. That's fine, but I need me some bicycle.
My thing is like, cause like I was never huge with like Liu Kang or whatever. I was one of those people that's like the fucking
I
ninjas.
started playing Liu Kang after a while.
The fuck-
I got used to his
Yeah,
controls.
the fucking ninjas of Mortal Kombat were like my thing. Like Reptile, Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
Well, yours was mainly Reptile.
normally Reptile
I
with
s-
like Scorpion as a
yeah.
secondary.
I
Like, would-
started Sub-Zero, and we're talking about we really got into Mortal Kombat through Armageddon, and
Well,
then
that's-
we moved
we fell
to
off.
9.
We fell off with
We-
Armageddon. We played
Yeah,
9 for a bit.
We started with Armageddon. We went to 9 afterwards when we picked it back up, and then after when the new ones came out, we hit up those.
We
But-
kind of started with that like little trilogy there of like
the
Armageddon,
yeah.
Deception, and then we had
Yeah.
Shaolin Monks too.
Yeah, Shaolin Monks.
The
that,
little
that,
adventure
that was
game.
the actual like Liu Kang Kung Lao.
Yeah, that one was
duo.
fun.
We even had a
You were the
debate.
Kung Lao to
I
my
remember-
Liu Kang.
No.
I'm pretty sure I was first player, and I played as Liu Kang when we played that game.
Well, back then you played it first player because it was your
because
console.
it's my fucking.
Yo,
I am Lord.
Well, we were kids, so like we were very competitive back
Yeah,
then.
of course. I'm the
We
Liu
even
Kang,
had a debate.
bitch.
We even had a debate because you thought that Scorpion was the main character, and I said
No,
no.
he's
Scorpion's the poster boy. He's the logo.
Why? Because he's cooler.
He is
Scorpion
cooler.
is way cooler than Liu Kang.
But Liu Kang's the main character.
when you look at it, baseline, Scorpion
when you think
is
Mortal
way fucking
Kombat,
cooler.
when you think Mortal Kombat, you think Scorpion,
Yes,
and you say Liu Kang's the main character.
but I think of Scorpion because Scorpion's
Of course
cooler.
you fucking do. But like, how
I'm
many
sorry,
times
is
have
Liu
I thought-
Kang on the
No,
NetherRealm Studios
How many
logo?
ti- no.
I don't think
Eat
so.
my ass.
Scorpion
How
is
many
because he's
times-
cooler.
How many times have I thought something was better that way or cooler this way, and it turns out the wrong, like something else that wasn't as cool?
What do you want to hear
the
more?
time.
Do you want to hear or do you want to hear get over here?
But fucking noises though.
I hope that
don't
came out
understand.
good. That sounded good to me.
That was probably that. But I don't but I really like that. I'm wondering if they did
That's
take
gonna
that
clip.
as like an. Of course it is.
I'm sorry.
I'm actually curious as to if that's like a reference to Bruce.
Oh,
Lee.
absolutely, absolutely, it's a reference.
Like because
to
like
Bruce
I
Lee.
haven't seen another that I can think of off the top of my head like any other martial artists that really make a lot of noise when they fight. Like I think that is
You
literally
know what they need to do? They
Unless-
need to.
Bruce Lee in the movies was just hyping himself up.
Is there a character in Mortal Kombat that's based off Ip Man yet? If not,
Yo, Ip Man was the shit. Even the real version was
they should
the
just
shit.
throw him in Mortal Kombat.
Fuck, man.
They should just like make him a character, like a guest character.
I was like, a part of me was
Unless,
like,
wait, is Kung Lao kind of supposed to be like Ip Man-y?
no, not
Because he's
even
got
close.
like the crazy like
no,
quick
Ip
punches
Man,
and shit.
Ip Man is Wing Chun, I believe.
Wing Chun.
Wing Chun.
I'll
Wing
look it up.
Chun, I believe it is. I think it's like, I forget what it's called. But Bruce Lee took that and something else and combined it together to make a more modern rendition. But Ip Man, the movies, which by the way, I've watched all the Ip Man movies. I love them. They're
Ip Man is not entirely a true story, but is loosely based
yes,
on Yip
very.
Man,
It is very loose.
the
by
first
the way.
the first grandmaster to teach Wing Chun and
Yeah.
martial arts legends Bruce Lee's teacher.
Yeah, that part's
So
true.
he taught. So
he
Yip
actually
Man,
had Yip Man is Ip Man essentially.
Yip Man is the grandmaster that taught Wing Chun and martial artist Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Okay.
He and Bruce Lee did have a very close relationship for like student teacher.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, in the movies, they don't really show it as much
Mm-hmm.
because it's more of like a known thing, I guess, or something. So I don't.
Hello, my son. Welcome to the Temple of.
It's just a fucking noise.
I
Why-
studied the art
Well,
of.
if you think about it, like if you think about it, throughout history, different like battle cries have been like
Yeah.
people just do battle cries and it's awesome.
Yeah, you got like the
But
rebel
nowadays,
yell.
if
and,
you do a fucking battle cry, you're gonna get shot before you get
yeah,
there.
you got like the rebel yell in the Civil War. You
Fuck.
got like the death rattle or whatever from like. You just got
From like the
people
Knights
screaming.
era and the Vikings and everybody. But then you just got modern day shit, and if you go you're gonna get shot before you can get the other guy or something.
My soldiers rage.
Dun, 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 dun,
No,
dun.
it's a quote from Attack on Titan.
But
Terrible impression of him too.
I turned into a bird at the end. Fucking
Anyway,
worst
but yeah,
shit
so
ever.
we'll be watching Mortal Kombat tonight. Hopefully, it's good.
Yeah, I'm
looking
really
forward to
hoping
it.
it's good, and I'm actually, you know what? Fuck it. I will look up if the noise making is a reference to Bruce Lee.
Of course, it's a reference. So how can it not be a reference to Bruce Lee?
Kang.
There's no way. Come on, dude. Like you shouldn't even have to look that up.
Noises referencing.
Of course, he's Bruce Lee.
He's not Bruce Lee.
No, but he's like based off Bruce Lee. Of course, he's
Well,
fucking.
of course he's based off Bruce Lee. I'd imagine.
So why are you even looking it up?
Inspired the iconic game movie. Mortal Kombat. How Bruce Lee inspired the iconic game and movie. Martial arts legend Bruce Lee influenced several aspects of Mortal Kombat games.
Toasty. Anyway,
Toasty.
get over here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Regardless on if we like it or not, or if we like Cole Young.
This was so influential that it adapted for Mortal Kombat's Liu Kang and had a clear influence on several martial arts games.
Okay, so Liu Kang, there you go.
So Liu Kang is just basically
Liu Kang is just
adapted-
basically Bruce
He's
Lee.
just basically Bruce Lee. That's exactly why they added everything.
If Bruce Lee was still alive, he'd be playing the bastard.
Oh, for fuck yeah, he'd
Hell
have
yeah,
like
dude.
the sickest combos too. But yeah, I had some deep topics.
Oh no. Getting into deep shit after
Topics.
talking about Mortal Kombat.
Deep topics.
Here we go. All right, let's hear him, sad boy.
Mopics. Feet copics. Leap shopics.
Schneep schnopics.
Creep cropics.
Bleep blopics.
Boop beep. Okay,
Okay.
I always love reading this down
That's most certainly going to clip.
for future. This
You doing some Tibetan throat singing or whatever over there?
Okay, you get. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna read it off. I'm gonna read
What are we reading off?
a more serious topic on the human condition.
What the fuck?
I was literally. I don't know what I was gonna go.
The
into.
human condition?
Well, like, cause I got okay. So you know how not today, but the other day at work, we were talking about. I think like the possibility of like, okay, humanity has self-destruction here on Earth, or we get to advance to outer space and actually go to different planets and out of our own system eventually.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say the only thing to honestly postpone this, the reality where we're successful and we get to leave the planet, is like when people say the human condition. Oh, you'll never get rid of the human condition. But that's the thing. Like I thought about it and I'm like, the human condition is you saying that. You know what I mean? Like it's you as a person. Every single person, it's them saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter. We're not going to make it that far anyways." It's that self-doubt in humanity that creates, because there's so much of it.
Yes.
All these people who think like that.
There's probably some sort
Well,
of scientific explanation
it's
for
not
all
even,
this of what you're thinking about.
No. It's straight up just people don't realize how much the domino effect, how much like when people say, "Oh, your vote counts," or "Oh, you know, every voice matters," they're saying it. I mean, they're obviously saying it for their own cause, of course, but they're not wrong. Like when you have that many people on the same wavelength, it actually does make a difference. And those individual people that can say, you know what, I'm going to think differently from this and from the crowd can actually make that difference. So like the idea of like, okay,
We've had this talk already. I've
not
been
on the
doing
cast.
that.
What you've been saying like, oh, we'll never get rid of the human condition and greed and blah blah blah, and I'm like, why not? That's a choice.
No, I mean like I've been choosing to not be like
Metastophical, Metastopheles.
no.
Philippines.
Like
I don't know.
I'm trying not to be like the human condition kind of person. Like I'm just trying to be like myself and do my own shit.
You're not trying to
not be
you're
what the
trying to-
world is telling me that I have to
You're
be.
not trying to be beaten down, which I can understand, but also at the same time, I'm going through the same shit, and I'm realizing that like it's just too much of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people around me, like I have friends, and I'm not gonna say anybody, but I've had friends who literally I can't have a conversation because we get into a debate over something as simplistic as technology is growing at such a fast rate. We're gonna be on Mars in a few decades. We're gonna literally be on other planets within our
We'll
lifetime.
probably at least see.
But then people are like they like to go and they like to say things. Or like they'll be like, whatever, fuck it, who cares? We're gonna die by nukes anyways, or some shit like that. And I'm like, why? What
if
would
we
even...
do, who cares?
That's
how it goes.
See, but that's like it's like if you make it about that and you look down all the time, you're never gonna see the stairs.
Look at it this way.
It's like
No.
it's like being in the middle of a stairwell and there's the basement. And then there's the attic. The way to go up is the attic, but they don't want to turn around.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I smacked the mic. That's great.
Stop fucking clipping.
But here's the thing.
I'm joking. I don't care.
It's a wonderful way to look.
I'm going to edit
A
it.
wonderful way to look that we can just
God.
turn around and like remove the human condition. That's a great way of thinking.
No, I'm not
but,
like,
like,
saying it's magical.
I'm not going to just like be able to storm
Slap
up.
on a smile.
No, I'm not gonna be able to like
No.
storm up and like take the control of nuclear weapons from the people in power just to ensure that
But
we
that's the thing.
don't get blown up by nukes.
Here's
That's
the...
not gonna be me.
No, of course not. But here's the magical thing about it. Everybody seems to think that they have to do some great leap to turn around and look at the stairs going up. You don't. You really don't. You don't have to do anything different than you are in your life.
Of course not.
Except for stop. Like, the only small, insignificant difference you have to do in your life is stop saying it doesn't matter. Like, for the Mars rover, I know people, multiple people, who have said they don't care about it because it's like, it doesn't matter. It's all going to disappear eventually.
Important.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that is literally going to progress us by decades.
Well, what did it do today? It found like materials in the atmosphere
So
to
Mars is
create oxygen?
Mars can have oxygen, 100%,
which is kind of crazy.
which is awesome.
The way I see it, we're gonna at least see in our lifetime the start of something.
We're gonna be able to visit in our lifetime, if not like
I don't
midway.
know about visit. I don't know.
No,
about
I think
visiting
I
Mars.
think because of the way we're going, either late or middle, we will be able to visit other parts of our solar system. I'm not saying like all of it. I'm saying like Mars, maybe like another planet as well.
Ah, yes, Mercury, the one closest to the sun.
Jupiter.
I'll finally be warm.
Let me yo, son, what you doing?
Hey, yo, baby, what you doing?
Hey, baby, giant ball of burning gas.
Hey, this.
Engulf me, baby. No, but like it literally isn't about changing your whole worldview. It isn't even about like, oh, I have to stop, thinking the way I think. I'm not trying to change anything. I'm literally just saying, just stop doubting
Right.
the human progression. It's in your DNA to endure and to progress.
Yes, I understand that, and that's fine.
Just embrace it. It's already there.
Look, I can only do my part in so many ways until people do theirs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be able
Yeah.
to, like, change the human condition of other
Not
people.
alone, but you have to start by changing your own. You know what I
guess.
mean? Like,
the way I
like
look,
that's the domino effect. That's what I was saying.
yes, with the way I look at it, a certain podcast, a certain podcast creator, host, co-host,
Fucking
has this exact same view that I did, and I didn't realize that he had this view of basically
By the way,
everyone
I don't
lives.
actually know who you're talking about, so
The one we reference all the time.
okay, yeah.
I didn't realize he had the same view like I do, that like everyone lives in their own little universe. Everyone
Yeah.
lives in their own world. Like your world is completely different from mine.
Oh, of course, 100%.
Because you're living your world, I'm living mine.
Yeah, because each consciousness.
So at the
is
end of the
just
day-
a ball of
At the end of the day,
synapses.
whatever you do in your world is all that matters to you because that's yours. We all might share like the same place, but you are living in your own world. And at the end of the day, that's what you have to focus on, is your world.
Well, sometimes you do have to break out in order to see yourself.
I get that, yes, but
Because sometimes you get a little, like you'll get a little stuck in your own world. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, yeah, but like
Like I've done it.
basically what I'm just trying to say is like at the end of the day, you don't
You don't
and
have
you don't
control
technically
over it.
live in the same world
No.
as other people. You live in yours, not
You
anyone
live in
else's.
your reality, your
Yes.
perception.
Your reality
view.
is essentially your world,
It's
your
like
universe.
a camera angle. It's a unique spot. It is your spot, your view.
Like I'm walking down the street and I pass like a lady on the sidewalk. That's two different worlds, two different,
She sees
Lifetimes.
something completely else. She has
Like-
experienced everything else.
like for example, like
Could be the same. Could be different.
I pass this woman and I think she's gorgeous. I think this woman is beautiful.
Drop
she's
dead gorgeous.
gorgeous.
She passes you. She's like, ew.
Well, no, that's
No,
not what I'm trying to get
that's-
at. But
I
like,
know,
I
but
pass
I'm
this girl, and
scheming.
she's like, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. Another guy passes by her.
Yeah.
No way.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
Nothing for
Ugliest woman I've ever seen in my damn life.
Yeah.
But like, that's because it's a different world, a different world.
It's a completely different perspective and a different human being.
I
See,
mean,
that's
I know
the-
it's pretty much obvious to say like, everyone has their own opinions.
Yeah, oh, of
But
course.
like, when you look at it at ground level, it's because they're living in their world. and we're living
What
in
I
ours.
have an issue is when people say they use the human condition, or they use their own little bubble as an excuse to like think a shitty way that affects other people.
Correct.
And
When
I've
your
been,
world-
I've been like, I've done that myself. Like, I've gotten
Right.
caught up in my own bullshit and affected poorly other
That's the
people
thing.
around me as well.
When your world
It's like a real
collides
thing.
with another is when it's a problem.
Yeah,
Think of it as like planets in the
It's-
solar
it's the
system
lack-
kind of just like
it's-
drifting. but
and then they're
they
orbit and
crash,
they're fighting over each
and
other.
then they start to,
And the thing is, like, you may not even be aware of the arguments you have with people
Mm-hmm.
or how you affect other people by what you say. And, like, there's plenty, like, there's another podcast.
Same one?
No, different podcast. It's one of the ones I watch.
pardon me.
The head guy in one of the older podcasts, they had a discussion that, like, he's at that point, he doesn't. Are you gonna change it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Let's do
I'm gonna do pink.
Yeah, I was gonna say none of our normal colors.
I like Bella Delphine Eagle.
Great.
I like that.
Bella. It's Bella Delphine. Weird. No, but one of his viewpoints is that he is so focused on his career ahead of him, like the career for everything, his business and everything, that he has thrown away all personal, like a lot of like the care for how people see him, a lot of what he says, and he wants to be better, but he's missing that awareness. And there's a simple awareness that people often don't pick up on because they're too engulfed in their own viewpoint.
Yeah.
And I have done that multiple times, and I over this past 2 years have been really trying to get better with it. And you even saw it the other day where I blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, it comes pouring out. Like, if you hold shit in, holding shit in is just don't fucking do it. It's just not a good idea. If you need to vent to somebody and there's nobody there to vent to you, there's options now online, especially because of COVID. There's therapy options, and therapy's not wrong. Therapy's not weird. If you need
shouldn't-
you
yeah.
no, normal people should have a therapist.
You shouldn't have
If
to
you
feel
don't
bad.
have a
Yeah.
therapist, I'm gonna be honest, and you're acting up like you're weird. You know that's when you're fucking out of place. But I'm not saying like, oh, you should spend money where you can't afford. But you
need
get
to
what
talk to someone who does not know you, but they will know you because you speak to them.
And I'm not saying like people try therapy like once, and then
I have not personally
and then-
tried therapy.
When I was a kid and my ADHD was really bad, I had to
Oh,
have
that's
therapy.
right. He's one of those.
Fuck does that mean, Casey? No, I'm joking. But no, I had a therapist and he was very helpful and everything, and I literally just vented my frustrations to him, and we turned things around in my life that wouldn't have been without.
You know how I get my therapy? I get drunk and I talk to people that I know.
That's a really bad thing.
Yeah.
That's like calling your ex
Yeah.
bad almost.
I've never done that.
No,
But my exes are pretty cool though.
I don't have any exes.
Well, one better than the other.
I don't have any. Oh, let me rephrase that. I don't have any real exes.
I hope to God that the ex that I said is not
Not
as good as
listening.
the other is not listening. I'm sorry. I had a wonderful time with you. It's just it didn't work out.
That's not important, Casey. But that's not important.
We're in the deep cast now.
We need to talk about the deep cast now.
But look, the way
But-
I see
yeah.
it is like, okay, you shouldn't feel weird about having therapy.
Yeah.
It's always nice to go out and talk to people, get your frustrations out. Sometimes it's nice to have that like kind of
Mental
kind
health
of like
is
quote
one of the
unquote
biggest issues.
yeah, like
today.
it's good to have like a quote unquote like anonymous like outlet.
Yeah, because you
basically
don't have
go
to
and-
fret about, okay, this person knows who I am, knows where I live,
Cody.
knows anything
Cody.
about me.
Stop. That's gonna sound terrible.
It's
But also back to like the world
plus the
talk.
sugar is making me act up.
Yeah,
I'm about to act up.
but no, but like back to like the world talk. Like basically one of my goals is like to share a little bit of my world and make other people's worlds better. just because what I shared makes everyone else's just a little brighter. You know what I mean? Like I
Just
want
be
to be
wary
able.
that sharing your world opens up negativity
Of course,
as well.
of course. I'm ready for that shit, dog.
I'm ready. I'll suck their dick in 30 seconds
Damn
or
right,
less.
dude. I'll fucking
Money back guarantee. The slut cast.
Was that your only deep thing? Are we
No.
done being deep? Can
we have
talk
more,
about
one more
silly
deep.
fun ha-has?
We have one more deep conversation.
Because I'm sure that they loved to come
I
here
know,
and
but
just talk about
I do
deep
like
shit all
I
day.
do like being able to talk about like. What do you mean? All of our casts are literal chaotic fucking nonsense. I love that though. It's part of us. Oh, this goes right into the next topic.
Oh,
So, the idea is that when us from on the cast is like a part of us. It is we don't hide behind a persona, but instead of hiding behind a persona like a lot of people or a lot of people that put themselves online,
influencers and such.
well, not even YouTubers or celebrities, but just people who put themselves online through Discord. It could be anything. We just take the part of us that we have to keep in, the goofiest side of us, the immature part of us, the part of us that we usually don't show people as much until we get them ingrained into our I don't know, like close knit friendships.
Well, yeah. For example,
Because like this is our let loose. This is what
Right.
the cast is.
Right.
It is a side that kicks back at home with a beer and shoots the shit with the boys in the goofiest manner possible, because that is how we are. That's all the pent up shit. So I wanted to like put like this as like a future disclaimer that we aren't this fucked and like goofy and stupid. If
We
you
kind
ever
of-
meet it, I mean, we are
we
to
kind
an
of are goofy and
extent.
stupid. Have you
When
seen
we're
us?
together, we can be this stupid in public.
Absolutely.
100%. But if you just come up and talk to us, we'll literally just be. Well, you
We'll be
probably you can't. To just put it into perspective, we're tall as shit.
We're tall boys.
I'm apparently intimidating, according to some people.
You still need to tell me about that after.
Yeah, I don't understand, but apparently I'm not
You're just
like.
you're a tall, stocky man.
And it's not like oh he's got one of them faces where he looks like he came out of prison or something. It's not like one of those scenarios. Apparently it's more of like just my physical stature.
I've known you for years, motherfucker. Every face you make is goofy.
But like I'm the goofiest, harmless, fly looking ass, clumsy motherfucker you'll ever meet. But also there's a side of me that is like all intellect, all different perspective, all about open mindedness and shit. And that part of me I like to keep
Honestly,
hidden
between
away
the two of us, I
behind
think
an idiot like,
between-
all the time.
between the two of us, I think I have more of a resting bitch face than you do.
Oh, 110%. You just have this look like in the mornings where I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you staring at?
Well, a lot of times I'm
Like
in the
your
mornings.
face sometimes made me mad, and I was just
Well,
like,
sometimes in
"Was
the
you
mornings
angry at
I'm
me?"
just tired, you know? Like I'm trying to get.
You were very irritable in the morning. Like
Yes, I'm very irritable in
very
the morning.
irritable.
Usually,
Like this
if you-
morning, I felt you were very irritable, and I was in a bad mood as well.
Usually, if I'm in it, chances are if it's in the morning, I'm irritable. You just don't poke me.
Don't be near.
But no, like
Like
for
I'm
the most
doing
part,
now.
I'm chill, whatever.
Yeah.
I know that my face can sometimes be a very
I think it's healthy to like kind of explain this, because I feel like it not only gives perspective for the audience, but it also like gives perspective for us, because we when we like shoot the shit, we don't usually. It's usually when we're drunk that we have deep conversations,
right.
or buzzed, or just chilling with a beer.
Right.
But
When you try and have a deep
like-
conversation with me in the morning, it makes me want to like chew your throat out. Like I'm
I
just
know.
like, dude, don't fucking talk to me right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to energize. Don't touch me,
But-
because like I don't eat breakfast in the morning a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like I never have time, so like I'm like hungry
Yeah.
too. So
Well, one of my biggest insecurities, and you saw it firsthand when I was straight up drunk and crying, but I won't touch on that. I'll just explain what it is. one of my biggest insecurities was the fact that since high school to like now, I was very uncomfortable with my showing my intellect to anybody because I have been so accustomed to letting other people take the responsibility instead of having the work carried on me. Because part of me is like, I'm lazy, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But a lot of that comes from me just not wanting to lead. I can like lead, I can do a lot of things. I'm a smart individual, but the problem lies where in my mind I'll look at something and I'll be like, I don't want to have to tell these people how to do things. I don't want to show all these motherfuckers how to do this.
That H.
It's
that H.
That's the H. No, the Super Saiyan H.
That H.
No, but it actually might be my ADHD
It could
that
be.
makes me lazy.
Who knows?
I have no idea.
Although,
It's
a hyper disorder, isn't it? Wouldn't that make you like more?
It's not about the hyper that is the actual disorder. A hyper is
attention deficit.
Yeah, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, and ADD, which is just drop the hyper.
Drop that H.
I think ADD. I don't know enough about it to say that it's not as bad. I would say it definitely doesn't show up as bad, but ADHD is to the point where it can stop a person from being a functional human being.
Of course, a lot of your mental illnesses can.
Right? Yeah, but here's the thing: it's not a form of, like, it's weird because it's like bordering. It's not like a real mental illness, and then at the same time, it is physically a mental thing, like a physical mental illness, but it's not. It's not a form of like. I don't know. It can be a form of handicap, but it can also not be depending on the help you get. So in my case, I am completely like quote unquote normal. I can drive a car, I can hold a job, I can be in public. I have fuck off. I'm just being a cheeky bitch. But I am completely normal because of the therapy that I got when I was going through my shit, and because of medication. And medication is not, I know it's not the answer, it's not the cure, it's never going to be. But if you're at an age where you can take something that will train your brain to act a certain way rather than another, because back in, I guess for a good example, back before I moved here, the entirety of anything, the day, I could not remember a single thing. And I'm not talking about, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast. I'm talking about, I don't remember leaving the house and getting home.
I have those days.
Like, I don't remember anything. And it's for weeks. And I only have one thing. I only have retaining of singular micro moments. There was one moment, I think, from that part of my life that I significantly remember school-wise. I was like on the bus with like a kid or two, and we were singing this stupid song, and it was a reference to Fairly Odd Parents, and that was it. And that's it for the school bus. Don't know any of the people. Everything else is a blank. And that was, and you're like, okay, well, Cody, this is years. You're talking about years. That was the next day. My memory, the week, the year, it didn't matter. Like, it was bad. But like that's the thing is like, here I am, fully functional, can remember things, actually sees things.
Here's the thing is...
Not drifting, not literally drifting through life anymore.
Had you stayed where you were, like...
If I never got the help I needed.
Had you stayed where you were and, like, got the help you needed, you still would not have had your biggest challenge of coming to this place. Me.
You are a pain in my ass. Look, okay, I'm going to be real. If you don't get into, like, heated... like actual arguments with your best friend, I don't know how you're gonna live. But like me and him are like always at each other's throats. Like today I had that like hatred in my gut, and like I was just like, motherfucker,
Stop hitting the table.
motherfucker
It's
didn't
gonna
want to play
sound-
Sea of Thieves with me, motherfucker. Like,
I do want to play
no,
Sea of
I know,
Thieves. What the
I know,
fuck?
but I was literally just coming up with shit out of anger.
pirate with me.
Like just to make rabid noises.
Dude, we are peaking the shit out of this.
Good.
audio.
I will tone it down in editing. I don't care.
I hope my get over
love
here
it.
sounds good. It sounded good in my head.
Get over. That was really loud. I saw it going to.
I know it was really loud, but I really hope it sounded good.
It was loud to me. It was
Get
going to
over
be
here.
ass leaking loud to the mic. But that's the thing. It's like we're very different people
Of course.
from the podcast, but not because of a persona or anything we put on. It's just we're not even holding. Well, I guess we are technically
When you're doing a podcast, you kind of have to.
hold back certain.
You
things.
gotta kind of like turn the knob up a little bit when you're trying to do something. You gotta put yourself out more. You
But
gotta
then
talk.
again,
You
this
gotta
is
make it
also
more.
like the perfect. Like I made the perfect time to do this because when I came up with like, okay, let's do this on Fridays after work. We have the weekend. We are completely while we may be physically tired, we are completely pumped to do other things, and it gives us that like, all right, here's all the pent up energy. Floodgates, bitch.
Of course.
So like I think Fridays was like a really good scheduling
Mhm.
on like our part.
Yeah, I like the schedule we're going on because we got an upload
100%.
and a recording.
Which is
Like every
crazy
Friday.
because of all the times like we tried something and then it never worked out consistency.
Well, now we have
we're
like a
all
consistent.
also the same
when I was
work
working,
schedule.
yeah, when I was working,
Even then we had consistency at the end of it.
when I was working at the grocery store, like we really didn't have that much of a consistency. There really wasn't. But now that we're both on the same fucking work schedule,
Yeah.
we have an exact day that we can do our shit.
I also feel like that can be a bad thing. Because we spend a lot of time with each other and I notice we can get a little bit
We
like
can. We do.
we
While
get a
we
little
do,
bit like butt heady
A little bit.
and we get like rams fighting over territory sometimes.
Well, it's also because we're thrown into the
Shitty ass environment.
we're thrown into the environment of work. Like, of course, that's gonna
And
be
you
a
never
pain
when
in
I
our
okay
ass.
and also like when I gave you like the application, like the last thought of my mind was, oh, Casey might not work well with me. I've never worked with them. We've worked in the same place, just not on the same
Yeah,
shift.
I mean, but we
But
work.
like that never popped into my head till after, because I'm like, I'm sure after 14 years, I'm gonna be able to get through it.
Of course, like of course we're gonna fucking butt heads at work. It happens, like, you know, like, shit happens. We've done it a few times already.
Yeah.
Whether it be on the line or be where we're at now, we'll butt heads a few times. Sure, we did it less on the line because we were kind of just like
Yeah.
sort of doing our own thing. But now that we're like basically in a corner,
Yeah.
face to face, for like hours on end.
Oh, I told Ari I'm not going back to production Monday. I said I ain't doing this Monday, Ari.
It's just while we are such close, like friendship
We're
wise,
basically brothers, but that's
basically.
why we're so inclined to fight, because over the years we've earned that bond with each
right.
other.
But like while we are that close, we do need room for space.
100%.
Because we see
Like
each other all
a
fucking
whole,
week.
there'll be like a whole 2 weeks where the only time like even okay, let's say we didn't work together, there'd be like a whole like 3 weeks where I wouldn't even say anything to you because
Right.
I'm off online with my other friends
course.
and shit, or doing my own thing.
Sometimes you need that time to.
And you know me, I do have moments where like sad boy, you know, like,
Sad boy.
the sad boy hours kick in.
you best not
but
be
like
sad,
I literally
boy.
like because
Best not
it's
being
growing up
sad.
as originally growing up as an only child, that was kind of like I could play and play and then it hit a point where I like just need to be alone. What?
You're an only child. It's fine.
Drop
you,
kick him.
you were great. Then you show up here,
Fucker.
and you
I
don't.
want to be the goddamn
You don't
T-Rex.
get to be the carnivores, motherfucker.
That T-Rex.
Oh my god, that was like our first argument.
That was the first fucking fight. Was like you were like, well, I'm a raptor and I'm the carnivore. And I'm
Because
like, I'm not gonna
the-
be some stupid fucking raptor. I'm like, I'm gonna be this big hulking god of a brain
Nah, dude, the
T-Rex.
carnivores are cool.
Skull with a fucking diamond like strength. Fuck off.
Dinosaurs be dope though.
Like I was
Dinosaurs be
just
dope.
all over the T-Rex, and you're like,
Because man, I wasn't used to having
we
someone
were-
my age.
we
I was
were-
used to having a brother that would beat my ass. That's
well,
untrue.
then you got like a brother that wouldn't beat your ass, but just fought with you.
It would just be a little fucking pricking my ass. You
Fucking
yeah, let's go.
fucking-
Let's go,
little fucking
motherfucker.
gun.
Let's take this outside.
No.
Let's take this outside. Let's go. Come on.
That's a lot
Come
of
on.
work.
Take it outside. Come on.
No, it's not over.
Get up.
No,
Get up.
I want to do more.
We're doing this outside.
Walks back. No, but okay. Quick thing. Hey Cody, cut this out if it's a no go. But I want to ask you. No.
I tell you about mouth noises, bitch.
Oh shit! Sorry, Mason. I'll edit it out. Fuck it. I'll just because I already said me edit.
Whatever.
something.
Go.
Okay. What was I gonna say?
You were asking me something.
Yeah, but like it was like
Something that wasn't okay, apparently.
it might have been a little topical for you.
Okay, go.
Trying to remember.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Yes,
he got
thank
it.
you, brain. All right, so we can talk about this or not talk about
Just-
this or talk about it on the
Let me
cast.
hear it.
of
Let
the
me
mic.
hear it.
So you do this thing that I've noticed, and I don't know if it's just your current state or if it's like a thing that you do creatively. How like certain people used to clean their computers of all their work.
I know what this is about.
No, it's not about Koval. It's not about Koval. Although he is a good example, but it's not actually about Koval. It's more about there was another thing you did that you threw away really quickly. I think it was
That's just the creative process. You do some shit, you realize it doesn't work, you crumple it up, you throw it out.
No, but that's the
And
thing.
you start anew.
There are things that have worked, but you give up on them really quickly. You don't want to do anything with them. Like I
sure
get
this isn't about
frustrated.
Koval?
Koval is a really good example, but no, it's not about Koval. It's about like other shit
Have
I've
I
seen
thrown
you
him
do.
out? No, I still
That's
have him.
why I'm not bringing up Koval. Well, I am bringing up Koval.
You are
but
bringing up Koval.
That's why I'm saying it's not Koval. but but like you have done this thing where you've taken like
I'm trying to think of the
whether-
example you're thinking of, but I can't
I
think
can't
of it.
either, and I know one big reason why I brought this up was because when I was in hate mode, this morning, you about the Chris Hardcock thing, the starters and shit.
Oh,
You just threw it away really quick, even though the other day we were like really like fucking around with it and having fun with it, and then it pissed me off.
No,
Because
know.
I literally went I literally went in my head and I was like,
I know.
great, another
okay.
thing to throw the
No,
fuck
no,
away.
it's because
Like,
no. All right, you were complaining because I had mentioned that I didn't want to do like the Chris Hardcock's life. Goes
we don't have to do it
trash
every single
before
time,
his
but I'm
eyes
saying
kind of thing.
Well,
but now that
I
I
wasn't
mentioned
even
it,
doing the tragedy. I said about I wanted it to do what we came up with in the car, where his life and like as it gets worse, we don't really cover his life part. We just see him do more fucked up shows until he gets to the point where my kids are in the audience, and like
okay,
it gets really
all right,
fucking
that's,
dark.
That's fine.
Like that's what I was talking about, and then you I don't know what you said.
Okay,
I
well
don't
it's
remember.
out of the trash now, and we'll do it later on, and
Hold
this
on,
whole
hold on,
thing can
hold
be.
on. Gotta get out the creases like a dollar bill.
You see that?
Your pubes just straighten it out.
Sticks it down pants.
It sounds like Kindle, Kinder,
like
whatever.
like when a
like
when a
fire
crackles.
like when you throw like pine needles in a fire.
But yeah, we'll do more with that later.
But I have noticed that you like to let go of things like that a lot, And
It's just a creative process, man. My brain's constantly making
it,
and
but
destroying, making and destroying. It's what it does.
The thing is, like, it's one thing if you're like, if you made it and then it's just sitting there and you got nothing to do with it, you could even put it in Google Docs and leave it for years. You
which
know,
I
but
have.
or sorry, sushi.
All right.
That was a sushi. But
Ugh.
when, like, okay, let's say in this case, no, you can't. Still can't use couple. Let's say you have another person, me, that's pushing for the idea and wants to expand upon it. You still don't want to. You know what I mean?
It's because okay,
Like, you
it's
put a
essentially-
lock and key on
Correct,
it,
but
and
it's-
but you say it's trash,
Well, no.
which makes mixed messages.
Think
for
of it
me.
like okay. So think of it like this. At the end of the day, my brain for my ideas is the be all end all, right? I make idea, I don't think it's good, I throw it away, but then and you know, that's the say, be all end all. But then when someone starts pesting about this idea, it makes me like, dude, I've already made the decision. Why you gotta, you know,
see, but
bug me about it?
okay.
And then you're
See,
like,
from my perspective, it's more of a, if I can't destroy it, no one can have it.
no, it's just a
Because-
it's just a way
Because
that-
instead of like being okay, well then here, take it or something, or we can work on it later when I'm in the mood, or blah
Okay.
blah blah. You like to you do this like lock it, but also try to throw it away, which makes me confused.
Well, here's the thing. Look at it this way. When you throw away, like, trash, you don't go in there and just dig the trash back out.
But you make it specifically.
Look, okay. Look at it this way.
Like, let's say I have a piece of it. You take it, and you go, no. And then you throw it in the chest, lock it,
Because it's a stinky
so I
idea.
can't pick it back out.
It's a stinky.
So we have, this is also the world thing, because this is two different perspectives on the same thing. See, you're just being like, this is it, and you see me digging in the trash. For me, it's you take something we're both working on, and you lock it,
see-
and then you throw it in the trash so I can't get it.
For me, it's a source of. It's essentially kind
Let
of.
me be the pack rat.
It essentially kind of comes down to a boiling point of, yeah, this is okay, but I can do this better. So I'm gonna take
Oh, I'm sure
this,
you can.
throw it in the garbage, and work on it better. Make it better. That's how the creative
You're going to
process
do a
works.
better
Yes.
version of it.
I'm gonna make it better.
So for you take things, you make it, and if it doesn't reach the criteria, you
But-
redo it until it hits. For me, if I don't like something straight off the bat, what I do literally in Google Docs, and what I did for a certain someone that I showed you recently, the most revamped
Yes,
version
yes.
of, I had that in there, and then I didn't touch it because I was just like, I don't like it. And then I would dig it back out of the trash every now and again. For me, it's not trash; it's a folder.
well,
And I would literally work on it and fix it over time. Like with Kyofu, that's what I did on the forums. I would go back years later,
Yes.
like months later, when I have, first of all, a better vocabulary, a better understanding, and definitely a better writer's perspective, and I would fix up his shit.
all right. So here's my thing, because I say it's like
'Cause
a
that's
be
how
all.
I work.
I see that's like I say it's like a be all end all for me, but then when I say that, that's not true because I do recollect those ideas. For example, back in like intermediate middle school, when a certain animal came to be, that certain animal grew with me through
Yeah.
school. He grew.
But then
But
you
then
made a
something new
better
came
version.
of-
Well,
this
in
guy
your perspective,
came,
a better version.
And this
But
was
I
thrown out.
nudged you.
But-
I nudged you back then as well to don't discard the original.
But I didn't.
because I saw potential
he
in
now
it.
has a place here.
And I think it's awesome. And I like was really happy with what you did with him.
Like I said, it's
Because-
not all just trash.
No, I
Like,
understand-
I do
yeah.
eventually go back and I do
Take
revamp
things
a lot
from
of things, and I will like oh, I don't have an idea for this, but wait a minute, let's look back and see if anything from old
Yeah.
can fit here. And a lot of times it'll work. Like, oh, that does connect pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, take this, put here.
Well, a lot of times
It's
because
basically
I don't
like putting
see
a
that
draft.
part.
It's basically
Yeah.
making a draft.
Yeah.
And then leaving it
But
for
what
later.
scares me, and it always scares me, I guess, because of the way I do things. Like I'm not used to. Well, I guess because I don't see that part of it coming back. I don't necessarily see you be like, okay, it fell next to the trash. Don't worry. I
was
see
throwing it into
I
the
see-
good bin, not the
Yeah,
trash
yeah.
bin. It's actually right next to it and looks almost exactly like the trash bin.
Exactly,
but, it has this
but
little
there's like
gold
this
sticker.
literal gold sticker that you can't see in the corner.
Yeah.
But like that's what I see. I see you toss a good idea that while it's not like okay, it's not main shit worthy, it's not even fucking side shit worthy, but it could be completely parody worthy, like your little
had a-
cartoon, your fucking cartoon with your characters. I'm not gonna name it for reasons because you liked working on it privately, but
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. But they have a place too now.
but they have a like. I was trying to tell you, I'm like, look, this is good. Don't fuck yourself here. Make it. Don't short it.
I have them. They have a place too. The same place that said animal is at too.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the same spot.
But you were originally very adamant on
getting rid of it.
getting rid of it and not taking it seriously, which is why it scared me.
While I technically have gotten rid of it, I still have the characters. I still have them. They have a place, and they're not
I
gone.
still remember that Game Maker video game.
Oh my god, when we tried to make him,
and
we
you-
did.
You made
He's
him,
pretty
and you
good.
sent me the goofiest fucking.
His two
clip.
abilities were
You made-
duck and squat.
Yeah,
Those were his two
But the
abilities.
fucking meme you sent me
Why are we still here? Why are we here? Just to suffer.
just to suffer, and it zoomed in on his goofy eyes.
I actually had a crazy
God,
idea.
it's amazing.
I actually had a crazy idea today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I won't name names, but I'm gonna say the idea.
I might
You know
just
how
bleep it.
You know how Space Jam 2 is coming out?
Yeah.
I had this crazy idea where we get like me,
can't
you,
depict
me,
it in
you,
the
and the
call.
group get a bunch of like get like one of our characters together, and we
No!
make a volleyball team. What are you doing?
Grabbing my character. I forgot he fell.
No. I mean, like, just like as like a fun little project, like serious characters. Like our serious characters getting like one of each.
Oh, like,
and
legit.
making like a volleyball team, and in order to like save.
Volleyball.
I'm not as huge on basketball. I'm more of a
It
volleyball.
doesn't even
guy.
have to be basketball. Let's just do fuck it. What if it's a game of tag? Fuck
No,
sports.
no.
Fuck sports.
No, it's got to be Space Jammy. It's got to be at least a sport. It's got to be like
Well, I
volleyball. Volleyball's cooler than basketball. I'm sorry, kill me, whatever.
I do like volleyball now that I'm thinking about
But like, we each get a
Okay.
character from our stories and put them into a volleyball team, and they basically have to play games against like an evil force to try and like save something. But it's all just volleyball.
I mean, that would be funny. Well, you even did the with the one series that is in that world with you know who. You made that, you revamped that from like a goofy little series, and you remade that into like the stereotypical school setting, which was really weird.
But it's no
I don't like it. It was
What?
Didn't you cliche? Didn't you pull it a cliche?
school setting.
Yeah, you made it into like one of them, haha, anime school like
No,
fanfic types.
God, no.
I thought you
That is
did.
no-
I thought you did.
No.
I could have
Hell
sworn
no.
you thought about doing
No.
that. Maybe it,
Hell
no,
no.
it was with the kaiju on the forums that you
That's
did.
that
That-
we don't talk
we
about.
don't talk about.
Listen,
Kaiju High,
motherfucker, we do
baby.
not talk about Kurayado Kaiju High. We do not fucking talk about that. But
It doesn't exist anymore.
I do it.
unless it's on the
Technically,
wiki.
no, it
Unless
doesn't.
it's on the wiki.
It's on the wiki.
No, no.
Uh-oh. I have to look it up now. Please tell me Kurayado Kaiju High does not have a wiki.
No, I really hope it's not.
Oh no.
What a fucking disgrace of humanity.
Kurayado.
Kaiju High.
Okay, we're safe. It's dead.
But your Dogarai is still
Dogarai is
on
still
the
around.
wiki.
I'm thinking about what to do with him.
happy because you were always disappointed you didn't get in, but luckily you didn't get in when it comes to the end of it.
Yep.
But also, he did kind of win in the end because he got a whole ass wiki.
He did get
You
a
know
wiki.
how hard it is to get a wiki
He
nowadays?
did.
Like, he...
It's
and
an
it
old
ha-
wiki, so
it's-
it's technically his old information.
But it doesn't matter because that shit is gone. That's ancient. Did you ever screenshot that, by the way? All his information and shit from that wiki? Because that's shit that's literally not on the internet anymore.
Yeah, there he is. He's got one on the Kaiju Combat Wiki.
Is that still around?
Yeah, and look. First image result is like his first official artwork. That's nutty.
That is insane.
Yeah, but yeah, Legend of the
Here, I'll
Corrado and
do you a
Corrado
favor.
Kaiju High is dead.
I'll do you a favor.
Both of them.
I'm going to screenshot the entire page.
I don't know though, because that's old info, man.
It doesn't matter. That's
That's like I updated his whole thing
So-
and everything.
Think about it like this. Do you... the bottom of the picture. The bottom of the picture is just that.
Who is that? Is that fucking? Oh, I don't
Richard Schiff.
remember. Okay. Yeah.
He's an actor, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, no, the I'm still jealous.
Does Kyofu not have?
No, nobody ever made. What?
What? Is there one? Oh shit! Let's see. Sorry guys, we're going on a nostalgia trip. What? Let me see.
What the?
Let me see,
fuck?
bitch.
There's no photo, but
Let me see, bitch. Is it a wiki? Does he have a wiki?
omnipresent being who had watched worlds and seen.
Oh, this is classic shit. This is old shit. Wow.
No,
No.
I don't think this is him.
Regardless. So
Yeah, no, I don't think this is mine.
anyway,
Poisoning. Yeah, no, this is not. My
Thank you.
Kyofu.
everybody for
Somebody made a different Kyofu on the Kaiju Wiki. My Kyofu did get some like heavy juice though.
right. All right, so thank you everybody for coming. It was a wonderful episode today. I think we did good today. I think we had a decent episode.
Okay, my fucking text is not working.
Hmm.
No, it is.
So yeah,
You
I mean,
is not what I typed.
it's been another basic week, blah blah blah, work and shit. So we're just happy to
Yeah.
come in and talk and
This was a little more of a self-exploration,
A
and
little
also
bit.
like a little disclaimer that we are let loose, cut loose people on the podcast because
course.
this is like if you ever have like
I
a
say we
real
just leave all
dispute-
this shit in.
Oh fuck yeah! I
yeah.
don't think I'm gonna do a lot of editing except for maybe for like a name or two, but I think you have to piss.
I gotta get all the pee out of my dick and penis.
Might edit that out. I go piss then.
No, I'll wait till the end.
Okay. Well, but the thing is like if anybody has like actual like wants to actually talk to us about something like legally or whatever, know that we're not children. We're 22 and going to be 23 very soon. So but I kind of want to just like a future disclaimer for our dumb shit.
Well, whatever the hell he said,
I'm your host, Chris Hardcock. No.
What's everybody? Welcome back to the show. I'm Chris Hancock. No.
So this will be what the first time we don't end it weird, I guess.
I mean, yeah. I mean, do you want to just have a normal ass ending? Maybe
Maybe
throw
do
like a sound or something in.
a sound.
Yeah, it's like a sound.
I think I'll just do a little tune.
Screaming
that I-
hamster. Throw in a screaming hamster at the end of
I
this.
don't know where to find that.
Thank you, everybody, so
All
much for
right,
coming.
thank
to
you
the
everybody for
podcast.
watching. Here's a fucking screaming Here's a fucking screaming hamster.
Let's do it.